Hello everyone and welcome back to another Fortnite video. So if you didn't know, arena matchmaking system changed and now quit times take a bit longer, and many pros are not liking this change, including here NickEh30, who asked Epic Games to change the skill-based matchmaking system for the arena games.
Hey Epic, so we've been in queue Tree Arena for 15 minutes. Very long queues. Not sure if there's something on your end that you can adjust so there's maybe less skill-based matchmaking so we can get in a queue quicker, but would be very much appreciated. It's pretty well in a, not really a prime hour. I know people are probably still in school for Eastern Standard Time. We're at like 1 p.m. EST right now, but would definitely love an adjustment if you guys can do that. Please.
And now do something else coming from Fortnite Competitive, saying this. We vaulted Boogie bombs and portaforts while also reducing crash pads, drop stacks in competitive playlists. And this is a huge change in the right way for competitive scene of Fortnite. All pros wanted boogies vaulted and apparently their voices were heard. Now I will leave you with some highlights from the EU DreamHacks Hits 1 and 2. Mongraal showed himself on top and came out first from Hits 1. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are really close to 1,600 subscribers, so if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.
In the morning last night for our NA East finals, absolute warriors, absolute units and machines, and then of course they're back bright and early today for yet another show. Big thank you to every single one of y'all.
100%. I feel like we're taking maybe a little bit of a break from the DreamHack perspective. This is an arena.
Oh, this is arena.
So we're gonna be tuning straight into.
Thank you, chat. That's why we need chat too.
It was a breather. It was a breather, right? It
was a breather. That's exactly right.
The high ground is always that final push that requires a lot of resources, not only just in materials, but positioning and knowledge on the entire game and where the zone is going to hold. Benji got all of that playing low, as you just mentioned, 100%, and now he's really taking things to the absolute next level, full throttle, ending 50 pump shots from distance, making this player absolutely 1 HP and wrapping this game up. I believe it's the final 1v1. This man is build fighting the height, does not want to go away in low profile scenarios, but there it is. Benji Fishy with a huge shot to wrap up that game.
Any at all right now. There's one player. If you can get one tag onto him, that'd be the siphon that he needs here. No, he's not going to get it, but he's the sole player up the mountain right now. You see the fresh builds coming out. He's trying to block every angle. Yes, 200 pump there, and well played for that one right there.
Yeah, that's going to be an easy win to pick up, right? Obviously, where it goes up, back up the mountain is, you know, literally the...
All right, here it is. It's the final shotgun shot. Is he going to be able to hit it? He has just enough mats to bait the shot. Okay, swings back the situation around. No HP on his either. He's very low. Goes for the pump shot. The classic, the follow-up, he hits it as well. Oh my gosh, Martin is nasty with it. Well played.
Those were some crazy shots he was hitting there towards the end of that game. And we talked about his mechanical prowess, and he showed it. In every single moment of that end game, he definitely showed how great he can be.
But perhaps we'll see some more diversity in late game loadout. You're not necessarily going to always have crash pads. You're not going to always have boogie bombs to keep in your inventory.
Ooh. Now Borgen's really low. Nice pump shot to actually secure things just moments ago. Every point matters right now. It's almost close to 400 points these players need when playing in Europe to get past opens. At the moment, Borgen is sitting really close, just getting taken out. 2 different people focusing him in the lobby. He's trying to move towards the zone, but it's so far away. He got a nice refresh of mats. That's the most important thing. 500 brick to work with. 3 more bandage cannon shots. The 4th one will come through. He's such a good spot right now, but as long as he gets ahead and stops being focused by height, he should be very okay to possibly win out this game.
Yeah, thank goodness he found those mats, because he ended up needing those mats in a crucial way. And I love how he played that. He was getting focused. If he would have just continually tried to edit in the same 1-by-1, he would have gotten probably taken out and wouldn't have been able to heal. But because he was able to tunnel his way through, he bought himself some time, was able to get heals in, as you're seeing him do exactly again right now. So he's doing a really good job staying alive, but this high ground player is driving him insane. He's finally going to get taken out by him, and it'll be a 3rd place finish for Borgen in game number 1 as we jump on board with Scully.
Skull is here, just to like touch on Borgen's situation there. I feel like if you have 800
versus high ground instead, it looks like someone is imposing, trying to take high ground from him. Good job, Vortex, you holding on.
He's going to be chilling here. I think the game for him is going to slow down quite a bit. If this player bounces away, he does. No one's going to be under him. Shockwave up, really. All he has to do now is control one side of the zone and then beam the other side, or anyone at second height.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's doing a good job. Would obviously like to get a tag right there. Couldn't do so. Still does have high ground as it currently stands. Needs to be careful, though. And I like that he's prioritizing checking for his high ground over everything. Wow. And oh, my goodness. Power of the pump right there, as he's going to find one brilliant tag coming through from Vortexia. One thing I've loved about him is his loadout so far. The fact that he has so many shockwaves and so many heals. He's been using his loadout perfectly. His loadout and his resources have helped him stay on top.
What a nasty edit, too. That player was not able to predict or react to his movements at all because of the brick blocking the sight line, and choosing to do that as well to stop the hunt and chase, to stop the push, response, and pull, and just go for that big pump shot. Vortexia lands it. A force definitely to be reckoned with, and a man who is living up to his potential, if we're talking about that word 100% recently, at least in every DreamHack that we're watching so far.
That's exactly right. 3 players remaining, 11 eliminations right now for Vortexia, so he has a chance to get up to lucky number 13. Player on mid ground right below him and a player on low ground below that. It's a little bit of an Oreo stacked sandwich here. Look at that. He denies the bouncer to try to take high ground, and as a result of that, it's actually going to get the pick. Nice job by Vortexia. It's now a 1 versus 1. Gets the first shot. Brilliant edit coming through. He's not done yet. One more shot should do the trick, especially with that purple spaz. The purple pump has returned to competitive Fortnite. You'll love to see it. Vortexia goes around and catches him off guard. Brilliant finish coming through from Vortexia.
What a player, what a play as one game after end game at all different sides of the map. What a nice rotation here from Benji moving forward at Stark Industries, the innovator of Europe in the most innovative spot on the map.
That's exactly right. And Benji right now is at, am I saying that correctly? It's a little blurry on my screen. 157, 167 maybe?
Yeah, he's close to 200. That's the main thing.
He is close up. Yeah, that's the most important thing. So I say that because it's obviously important to keep in mind what's the threshold to qualify, as Benji's going to find one nice job, and this game will help him out significantly. But right now, 166 is the threshold to qualify, currently occupied by CZB from the UK. So we'll see if Benji can have a pop-off game here. Keep in mind, first place, I believe, is 60 points, right, Shio? So that's a significant amount of placement points to be able to bump you up in the rankings.
It'll be a long stretch for a lot of these players. But the big thing to focus on, even though you have points and they matter and you want to track them and they're distracting, just focus on the game that you're in currently and what you have to do in the zone that you're in currently. A lot of people trip up focusing on how many points they need, and they switch their play too much, their game style too much in the current game that they're in. And at the same time, people worry about the zone that's going to happen 10 maybe zones ahead of them, or a few zones ahead of them instead of the one that they're in right now. Like you might be thinking a little bit too much about the potential of that zone falling off and going towards craggy cliffs. Let's focus on the box you're in right now, because if you overbuild, it's going to be very bad for the very super end game portions of your game.
That's exactly right. As we have a chance to finally breathe here for a moment. We got some people through some first. We got a lot of love, a lot of hype in the chat. Big shout out to every single one of y'all. We're keeping an eye out here alongside Shio Wager. Cloxy playing in his first ever DreamHack tournament. Sending you vibes. Hey, everyone sends some good vibes. One's in the chat for Cloxy. First ever tournament. Cheer him on. Hopefully Cloxy can do it. Meanwhile, we have a couple others hanging out saying it's my first time watching DreamHack, or OG Needle saying I love watching DreamHack. Hey, you and I both, brother. Appreciate you being here. Welcome to Fell Dead in the chat. We got some love for Benji in the chat. Appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us today. This is the qualifiers. This is the first of the 3 stages in this tournament where thousands of players are trying to qualify through. 750 players will make it through. That's a big amount. So we're, chilling, vibing, a little bit of a watch party here, calling the action as we're on board with Benji in a little bit of a late game. Finally, things are going to pick up.
He's actually dropping way back deeper in to Stark Industries. And I have a lot to think about. He's actually making it so he's not going to be overwhelmed, sticking to ultimate low ground. Only has to worry about what's directly ahead of him and making sure that his top is covered over and over.
Yeah, he's rotating very, very well right now. But it's a bit of a crazy labyrinth and a tunnel of a finish here. Recycling builds. Again, reminiscent of old school Fortnite. Up a mountain as well. Needs to be so careful as he's on ultimate low ground. If he chooses to stay low ground, it's great. There's be so many people above you got to be cautious for. But brilliant edits coming through. Benji is so good, but unfortunate for him, someone else placed that. He got knocked out. And then he's actually going to be able to back out, reset. Doesn't take too much damage, and we just learned something. Stark in Swedish means strong. Wow.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
I mean,
That's awesome.
If there's one word to associate with Benji, even, it's ironic that he's at the POI, but it has to be Stark then. It has to be strength, strong, fortitude. Either way, He's going to be pushing himself all the way up, dropping those crash bats for a shockwave, riding a shockwave as well from the other player that we just saw. Closer towards second height, maybe making a move for ultimate. He'll have to use his mats. He's been saving them so much with that low ground rotation as well. So he has a lot to work with over here. A quick bouncer to get ahead. This is Benji on low ping as well. It's so much more fun to watch him play at his maximum potential. And right now he's making things look way too smooth.
Yes, exactly right. Benji's looking so incredibly sharp, really showing us why he's one of the best players in competitive. Fortnite finds another elimination, and he's not done yet. Benji continuing to do big things in big moments in a game where he was close to that threshold and needed to kind of pop off. He's doing exactly that. Nice shot from Benji. And he's doing it with the low ground too. I know we like to always say, hey, whoever holds high ground is supreme. Whoever holds high grounds is the leader. But no, Benji in this case is showing that you can hold low ground, you know, before the very, very end of the late game, get some eliminations, and then retake high ground with some mobility if you have it. Benji's doing it all right now.
The high ground is always that final push that requires a lot of resources, not only just in materials, but positioning and knowledge on the entire game and where the zone is going to hold. Benji got all of that playing low, as you just mentioned, 100%, and now he's really taking things to the absolute next level. Full throttle, ending 50 pump shots from distance, making this player absolutely 1 HP. And wrapping this game up, I believe it's the final 1v1. This man is build fighting the height, does not want to go away in low profile scenarios, but there it is. Benji Fishy with a huge shot to wrap up that game.
He's feeling great right now, Shio. He's looking great too. I gotta say, after seeing Benji, if he can keep up that performance, he's got to be a favorite to win this tournament. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far to Benji Fishy.
Yeah, Benji Fishy, all these EU players that we're watching are Moon, Vortexia. These guys still have a lot of Fortnite to play. Stay tuned. There's more DreamHack Europe coming up right after this.